segmented blank. As you can see, for my little lathe, this is a pretty large one. I'm going to have to, I think I should do this first. I may have to put on my longer tool rest because it's not going to fit underneath at least till I get it turned down some. I haven't measured it yet. We'll do that in a second here. All right, that's good. A little over 9.5. Probably take it down to 9. That'll give me the ability to get my tool rest underneath it. For now, I think I can get to most of it. I think I can get it where I need it, and then go from there. Let's see how this turns. I'm gonna turn it down. Past it. Nope, not getting past it. We'll keep this pretty slow till we get it round. I think I made another one of these, a smaller one. I think I'll make this pretty much the same shape, so they'll kind of be a larger sibling size. And but first I'll get this down to round and then start shaping it basically the same way the other one was shaped. I'll put a mortise in this one because it'll have a big enough bottom on it. I think it'll work well, and we'll go from there. Whoever said wood doesn't talk to you doesn't work with it very much. I know I said I was going to do this a certain shape, but one keeps coming out. So I think I'm just going to go with what it's got. So this is going to be more of a flatter side, but it's going to kind of dip in and come back out here at the mouth. So it's going to be a pretty big, fairly flat-sided, but not quite real flat. I'm going to put a curve in here and then bring it back out a little bit. It just keeps, whether it's the way I'm turning it, but it's the way it just keeps emerging. So it's going to have a pretty big bottom on it. So I think I can get away with putting a mortise in there instead of a tenon. But we'll see. Trying to get the speed up, but it's just staying a little bit out of balance. And of course, it's awfully heavy for this tiny little lathe. Every time I start it up, the belt squeaks, even though I just tightened the belt. Just because it has to get it moving. Here we go. Good. Good. Okay, that's good. Outside shape. Can't see it real well. I'll try and show you here. So there's the outside profile. I'll go to work on the bottom now and see what we can do with that. All right, move the camera to make the mortise and turned it off instead of turned it on. So we're at that point, we're gonna do some sanding. I'm gonna start with 80 grit and put my mask on and we'll go from there. I'll show you a little bit of it and then I'll just probably bring you back when I'm done. I'll bring you back when we're done. All right, sand it up to 600. Gonna hit it with a little denatured alcohol. Move that out of y'all's way. The grain up a little bit on it. Clean it off. As usual, the fit with this wood that EPOP gave me is really good. There's nothing to fill in. All the segments are perfectly lined up. It's beautiful. All right. That. Take this 600 and again, we'll go with my preferred finish, hard feeds and wax. And even though it's cooled off here in Texas, as you can see, that's still quite liquidy. It's very firm, or very loose, I should say. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask EPOP what woods we've got here. Looks like we've got some oak. Probably have some mahogany. Might have some walnut. I'm not sure what else we have here. I'll have to ask him. I'll text him later and ask him and try to get that in the video when I turn this thing around. No complaints. More pretty wood. Got lots of chatoyance. Not sure if y'all can see that, but boy, it's got a lot of it. This has got some pretty reflective, it's very reflective. I might actually even buff this a little higher than I would normally buff just because of that. That's what it's going to look like. I'll finish it up, turn it around, and bring y'all back when we get to that. Just a little more color there. Look at some of that color that this thing has got. All right, see you in a little bit. Got it all buffed out. Feels really nice. Got it turned around, and we're gonna see if we can hollow this out. Still a little tear out here, but the way the grain runs, I think I'll just take the rest of that out. Not much, it's very minor. I think I'll take the rest of that out with some 80 grit, and we'll go from there. Okay, it's gonna look something like that, but the sun's definitely gonna change its track before I'm done. So we'll bring you back when we're done. Sanded to 600. Hit it with some denatured alcohol. Hit it with 600 again and knock the grain back down. Very smooth, as you can see, it's very pretty. Hadn't even put any oil on it yet. Same treatment, Howard's feed and wax. I'm pretty sure this came out pretty nice. I had never done the segmented stuff till EPOP gave me some. And I like it. I like the way you can kind of play with the designs depending on the shape that you make out of it. And I'm hoping we can collaborate on making some more pieces. I've got some ideas. He's got the wood shop. I've got a 10 by 15 square foot area inside my garage I get to play with. But he's got a real wood shop. And I've been there, it's nice. I'll put a couple of coats of this on, buff it out. As you can see, very pretty, lots of chatoyance in this side as well. It's a very pretty piece. And I'll post some pictures of this at the end. I appreciate those who are watching this. I also appreciate your feedback. Technique is still new to me, so if you've got any ideas, I have trouble with the sides, getting them to fall in line. I know some of that's just going to be time and practice, and I think some of it may be the proper tools. I'm not sure that that carbide cutter is the best tool for some of this stuff we're doing here, but again, it's what I got, and it works, and it teaches me patience. So appreciate you watching. Please like, please subscribe, and don't forget to click that button. Thanks a lot.